Creepy is cute when you are a cute girl. That is... You need to... Yeah, okay. One of my ex-roommates, who was a lady, she was like the most beautiful person I've ever seen in my life. She always had her makeup on point. Her style was cute. Very, very friendly. But I was the one who lived with her, okay? This girl was fucking creepy as holy shit. I don't know how to explain it. She had a crush on somebody, right? She liked this guy at her workplace. Let's just call him Jordan. His real name isn't Jordan, but let's just go with that. Okay, so every time we come home late, we would let each other know, just in case, just be safe. So one time she comes home at 3 a.m. and I was like, oh, you're home. Are you okay? What happened? She's like, oh, nothing. I'm very observant, so she came home with this different sweater. And it was really big, it was humongous, And I was like, oh, nice sweater. Did you get it at the mall? She's like, oh, no, I borrowed it from someone. And then I was like, oh, okay. So I didn't think too much about it, right? The next day, during lunch, one of the colleagues who worked at my retail store, he was friends with the crush of my ex-roommate. My colleague was like, oh yeah, yesterday, Jordan was he was at the gym last night and apparently some girl stole his clothes. And I'm not even joking, guys. And I remember I had a fucking flashback. And I was putting the pieces together, but I was still not believing my ears. I was like, maybe it's a coincidence. So that night I went home and I was just really curious, I was like, hey, remember that sweater you got last night? I was just pretending. I was like, yeah, where'd you get it? It looks really comfy and I really want to maybe get a pair too. We can match. And she's like, oh, I don't know. It's a special one. So I asked her, I was like, didn't you say you borrowed it from someone or you bought it or something? I don't know. I don't remember. But one of the questions caught her. And so she was like, okay, I feel like you asked me questions because you know something. So I'm just going to tell you straight out. I stole the sweater from my crush. So I was like, so this is gonna sound really weird, but I had lunch with one of my colleagues who's good friends with the guy that you like, and it kind of feels like they don't really appreciate that you stole this sweater. And she's like, oh my gosh, Enna, sometimes you have to take risks. If you want a guy to notice you, you have to really, put yourself out there. So my plan was to take his sweater and then give it back to him the next day, but today he wasn't working. And I was like, I don't know, I feel like that's kind of creepy. And she was like, Enna, I don't think you should be one to talk because you don't really go out of your way to talk to anyone. And I'm like, okay, you fucker. I might not have any social skills. I might be a very awkward ass bird, but I fucking have 1000% social awareness, you fucking bitch. When I know a situation is awkward, I know not to push it. When I know somebody's low-key angry, I feel that shit. Okay? Okay? That's fucking creepy as fuck, you fucking stalker. She's like, it doesn't count as stalking because he knows me. And I was like, if you stole my shit and we weren't roommates, I report you to the police. I just said that to kind of get my point across. Yeah, so I don't know what happened after that. I never asked. Well, anyways, she moved out, so I hope she hasn't killed anyone. Always wanted everybody to call me One-chan. I'm gonna get demonetized.